So guys, today we took delivery of the Ariel Rider X-Class 48 volt 16 amp hour electric bike. So yeah, we've been having some crappy weather lately, so we're gonna pick out a corner of the house and get this thing unpacked. Ariel Rider does a really good job of packaging, as you can see here, guys. This isn't going to be a complete assembly, and reasoning is, for the most part, there's tons of videos out there that kind of addresses that, and the fact is, these bikes are pretty much 98% assembled when you receive them. Only thing you're really going to have to put on as far as assembly is going to be the front tire, handlebars, headlight, and the pedals. Everything else is pretty much there. So here's the looky there, guys. Pretty well packed. Per the title of this video, seat hack for 6'8", 260-pound electric bike rider. I want you guys to take notice of the positioning of that seat there. But this is pretty much what you get inside those boxes. One box is going to house the headlight. You're going to get another box with the pedals, the manual, and all of these tools. They give you pretty much all the tools you need to do the job, and they're pretty okay tools. And the battery charger, of course. That's pretty much it. That and the bike. Now what I did was I went ahead and put the front tire on first, got that on properly, tightened it down. That way I could put the kickstand down and get this packaging material off the bike and move on to the next step, right? And once you complete that, you simply move on to, getting the handlebars tightened up. You see that stem there, you can angle it up a little bit. As a taller rider, it'll be an advantage for you to do that. You see the seat again, take notice, it's in the middle of the body of the bike, which is okay generally. But as a taller rider, you're going to want that long saddle so you can have a little more expansion there. Speaking of expansion, guys, we're going to go ahead and close this video out. We'll pick it up a few days later, take this bike outside, and we're going to get into that seat hack, guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's get it. Yeah! All right, everyone, here we are a few days later. Take a look at the bike, fully assembled. See that stem incline? And there you have it, the seat hack. Look at there. Yeah, it leaves a little void there. I don't mind the tubing, but the seat's locked in, solid. Seated all the way to the rear of the bike, as if you had a long saddle. So pretty much your short saddle becomes your long saddle. Take a look at that stem there. Got it up as far as it'll go. But yeah, pretty much, I think it looks pretty good too. Pretty much, guys, all I did was unscrew the bolts on the bottom of the seat, pulled the seat all the way back to the last two holes, locked it in, tightened it up, and let me tell you, it's locked in there pretty good. I mean, it's not going anywhere. Eventually, I would like to get the long saddle, but currently they're back ordered, and the custom ones are like $200. But for now, for a 6'8" rider, I think it's pretty dang on good, guys, and it looks pretty sleek. I don't mind the look at all. All right, guys. I'm gonna also get into how I look next to the bike as a 6'8", 260-pound individual.
Welcome to another episode of Review by Joe for you. So guys, today I want you to take a look here at the Ariel Rider I have here, right? And that hack I spoke of, the seat. As you can see, I'm 6'8". Let's just take a look at it. See, this is me compared to how it sets up, okay? Now if you look at me on the bike, as you can see, with the seat seated all the way back, the handlebars, I have them pretty much as far back as they're gonna go. Alright? Now remember, this is a cafe style bike, so it's gonna have that look to it. You see? That's it. On the bike. See? Take a look at it. Okay. Now the seat normally would be up here. The seat would normally be like up here somewhere. But up here you would be riding it. You see. Now, all this. Okay. Very good. Boy. Now, I do have some handlebars that I'm going to play these puppies with, which is going to bring me up to here probably. I'm going to give you a look at those in a second, but that's pretty much it, right? That's it. Pretty good bike, a lot of power. Like I say, she's not going nowhere. Pretty good. Woo! I feel it. Yeah. In fact, let me go get those handlebars, see what it looks like. Alright guys, right here I have what's gonna really just finish it off. And then first of all, shout out to Rusty Rose. I use this discount code to get $50 off when I use the bike. And also these 6-inch DMX handlebars that I got, 22.2 millimeter in diameter as far as the seating post here. I got it as per his recommendation. So it looks pretty good for him. And speaking of which, I think he's, no disrespect, Rusty, but I think Rusty might be sub 6 foot, by a good amount. But it just shows you, and I think he also had the X-Ride, so it just shows you, the versatility of these things. But pretty much this is how it's gonna be. See here. So once I get these puppies on here, it's gonna sit right about here somewhere. You see? So it's gonna give me about right there, right? So it's gonna put me pretty much where I want to be. In addition to that, I also got, where I got this from? I believe I got this from SE Bikes. And I'm gonna need this. So I got this here, which is gonna replace this. So this here is gonna pretty much look like this. This thing is gonna be pretty much here. Place this here, put this in there, and this is pretty beefy. In fact, it's a lot more beefier than the original one. I'll show you some close-ups here in a second. Let's look at these things on here. And I'm rolling. Shouldn't say I'm rolling. Let's go. So there you have it. So go ahead and boom, bam, boom. Okay, so good bike. Good bike. So I'm gonna get this together. I'm gonna show you guys a few more things. What it is, gonna get it, right? Hold on one second.
Let's take a closer look at these handlebars and this stem here. So first of all, these handlebars are 6-inch riser, 22.2 millimeter seating post there. And let me tell you something. This stem I have here is a CNC machine 6061 aluminum. It's pretty beefy, guys. It's pretty big. It has a 55 millimeter reach, and it fits standard 1 1/8 threadless fork systems, right? Which is exactly the system that the Ariel Rider X-Class has, right? And as you can see, when I put it up next to the one that comes with the Ariel Rider, it's considerably larger. It's a lot more girth to it. It's heavy. It feels like it was just machined from a solid piece of aluminum. So that's what you're looking for. If you're going to replace the manufacturer's stem and handlebar, please do it with something that has a nice, good quality to it, and that's going to hold up. Here's a quick look at what it's going to look like, and we're, like I said earlier, we're going to do a video putting it together and riding it and all that. We're just pretty much getting into the basics now in terms of showing you guys the hack in terms of the seat, moving the seat back, making certain that you're more comfortable for larger riders. In my case, a tall rider of 6'8". And yeah, there we have it, guys.
Well, thank you guys so much for tapping in. I appreciate you guys. Remember, guys, if you haven't already, like, comment, most importantly, subscribe. Shout out to the 45 subscribers we have so far. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, we also want to have more and more videos. We're going to start being a little more frequent with the videos. Try to do it at least once a week. I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, but I'm going to try to stick to that one a week. We're going to continue to do more videos on the Ariel Rider. Show you guys once I get the handlebars installed. Show you guys me riding it. Just comment on how it feels and all those other things. All right, guys? Appreciate you guys. Hope you got something out of it. Let's get it, guys. Yeah.